Do you mind starting off the introductions, man?
Abso-fruitly, Rifkin. In the top left spawn location, playing for my Insanity, sporting the team color blue. It is going to be the Blue Terran player, Jjakji.
And of course, you can find this fine gentleman on Twitter at Jjakji. His opponents, however, in the lower right, now teamless, actually. A bit of a surprise to, I think, a lot of people. It is, of course, the Purple Protoss Feast, formerly of Millennium, who has, in fact, changed his Twitter, and you can find him on Twitter at FeastSC2. So just went through Zanster to come here. That's it's not exactly a TVP matchup, but a pretty difficult opponent, I think, to say the least.
Zanster has been crazy on fire lately. Like,
yeah.
He is so good now. I played him in DreamHack Stockholm at the beginning of the year, and he wasn't that good. But now he's like freaking one of the best in Europe. Like one of the best up-and-comers in Europe, I'd say, easily.
So, Penguin, let's go for the inside information here. Let's be honest. So we got you on the cast. We have to do it. You said we made jokes before, right? Where I said, like, Jjakji loses 3-1 to blah 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 in these online cups, but this is an important tournament. This is a huge qualifier. Are we going to see builds that Jjakji's had on reserve? Do you think he's in super tryhard mode, super Saiyan, if you will, or is this going to be a standard Jjakji game?
I don't think he has any builds in reserve, to be honest. After Asus Rog, he would have had to pull out all the stops to beat Elfie.
Well, you know what? The upside is probably a lot of people didn't see those builds get streamed, so maybe they're still hidden, so to speak.
Shots fired at the Northcon production.
I don't care about the production. Twitch was screwing me. I couldn't load the video for the entire day, and I'm like really bummed because there's so many good.
You don't even live in Europe. That's our daily life.
Yeah, I guess whatever. Reaper
Right,
Jjakji gonna be really important for scouting. Versus Protoss, you need to know. Like, okay, you get in the base, you see no proxy, no nothing ridiculous, that's fine. But the Reaper has to come out of this. He has to find the pylons on the way back home, or kill probes, or just go back for round number 2. One way or another, this Reaper's mobility is just the greatest thing for scouting.
The other thing to keep in mind is that Feast has been out of the scene for quite a while, and I don't know if Jjakji actually knows how he plays. So Jjakji may well be playing very, very safe here, just because he wants to feel out his opponent, and he may not know how Feast likes to play. In fact, I don't remember how Feast likes to play, because it's been so long since I saw a Feast game.
Well, it looks like he tentative on that engineering block, decides, alright, I don't have the resources, not worth it, so it's already up, but with the Reaper coming back, the SUV may still go for it. Yeah, going back. Nope, doesn't want to show it. But
I think he just wants to avoid the Zealot, but
yeah,
with the Mothership 4 coming out, he's not going to go for the block.
No, it's going to see the stock here, too, with that Reaper. So he's going to fall back out of this. Needs a bunker at home. Of course, he's actually gone for that react really quick, so lacking Marines at the moment. But if he gets that bunker down, he should be good to hold this push. But the scary thing is, Feast can always walk past that bunker.
Yeah, well. Just looking at what Feast is doing, looks like he's going to be going for an expansion. Nexus coming on down just now.
Yeah, without the engineering bay block, I mean, I kind of... There's a lot of advantages to putting it down, not because it buys you time, but it delays the push. They have to stop to kill it. You don't... Instead of having the Zealot and the Stalker at your doorstep, they're usually tearing down that engineering bay, but of course, if you build it, then you don't have the money for the bunker, so it's a bit of a catch-22, but coming in here with the SUV scale, we'll see the Stargate coming down, hopefully. I mean, it's not proxy oracles, but you're going to still know, hey, surprise, it's an oracle.
Yeah, the oracle... I would say I don't really understand any other reason to go for this Stargate, so almost definitely going to be an Oracle here. Good move here from Feast initially. Doesn't get all that much done, though. I like the idea, and he gets out with the Stalkers, so it's not a big sacrifice, but good defense by Jjakji.
The big thing, too, is having those Marines at the top of the ramp. If he actually had them at the bottom fighting, then Feast would have never pushed up into that. He would never have gotten quote-unquote greedy and gone for the ramp to walk past that bunker, so... Kind of a cool move out of Jjakji, whether it's intentional or just like a lazy rally point one way or another. It definitely worked out for him. But, of course, the SUV had seen the Stargate, knows it's going to be the Oracle, has to keep some Marines. I like the position he's put these first 4 to anticipate the Oracle, but, of course, you need 6 to take on an Oracle. 4 will not cut it.
Yeah, well, he does have 6 out right now. It's just going to come down to whether or not they're well positioned. The Oracle, though, only just now finishing up, so there's plenty of time to actually get a couple more Marines out. He can actually probably position 6 in either mineral line if he really wants to. And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do, actually. So, Jjakji well prepared for this.
Yeah, it's not fun dealing with the oracles, of course. You do need a lot of control, and all these Marines being away from the front leaves them open and vulnerable to something if it was like an all-in coming out of Feast. Like if there's 3 gates behind this or something, or 4 gates even instead of that Nexus, I mean, it'd be no fun to deal with. But of course, we'll still lose some Marines in the process of defense. But Feasting, all right, I see the Marines. I will not throw away the Oracle for free.
I like how Jjakji's still going on old habits, where people used to always put the mules on the closer mineral patch, then pull them off so they didn't lose minerals, and then people realize you can actually just put them on the further mineral patch.
Ones,
yeah.
No micro.
Jjakji just still puts them on the closer mineral patch and pulls them away. He just doesn't care.
He's like, I've got the micro for it. I'm good.
Dude, the guy plays with like Brood War layout. He makes Marines with M. Oh, here comes the Oracle though. Marine's a little bit out of position. It will get a couple of kills.
Yeah, but not that many. Behind this, get the +1 finish up here shortly for Feast. So I like that he's still going towards an actual normal composition of a build. I mean, Storm's going to be coming out. We'll have Charge done. Yeah, there goes Starts Charge here. So, I mean, Charge Lot Storm is such a strong way to open this game. And quite frankly, it's not fun or even easy to deal with as a bio
You could actually all-in off this as well. Like, you can go for a very powerful 8-gate all-in off the back of this +2 armor.
Oh.
And, I mean...
Jjakji's going to be the one who goes to the push here. Feast, of course, will not. Even if the Temple Archives finishes, the Storms aren't going to be out anytime soon. He'll have the Overcharge to defend with, but even though this is still a really large push coming out of Jjakji. And, of course, Stim is done for this.
Usually, this would just be a push to force an Overcharge, but you're right, he's added more units than usual, and this could do quite a bit of damage. There's no combat shields, but Stim is done, like you mentioned. Now here comes a lot more gate. Oh, this is scouted. This is an all-in from Feast.
If he pushes here and forces the Overcharge, then backs off immediately, he'll have Medivacs to pick up and go for the main or something, but actually a Reaper sneaks in here and he's killing probes. He's got 1 kill so far.
It's the all-in. Oh, okay, push at the front coming in now.
Oh, no, Overcharge. It's in the main. It was going for the Reaper. Overcharge is not going to be available. Loses a couple Zealots to this, but Jjakji, of course, just center stepping away. Gets a couple good kills here and doesn't give a good gosh darn about this Overcharge. Chases down that sentry. Wants to lock it down. Can't get the Mothership Corp. It overextends too much, so Feast now playing it back towards the main. Recognizes he's going to need that second Overcharge. Pops it off. Reaper still going to town on the probes. Up to 4 kills, but the Stim is good. Doesn't care about this Overcharge in the slightest. Focusing down the medevac instead of these units is going to cost him some probes. Going to cost him a lot of probes.
This could be game wrecking.
It really could be. There's 24 workers dead. How do you sustain 8 gates with only 35 workers? Good game is called. Jjakji will take game number 1.
I want to point out how sick that micro was up until the end. Especially at the very end. Feast warped in 6 Templar for Archons, and Jjakji just focused them all down while they were warping in.
Yeah. Jjakji, fantastically played. But of course, that's only game number 1, and it is a best of 3, so... Feast has a chance to come back from this, but I gotta tell you, Penguin, that just went really one-sided towards the end there. That push was so good.
Yeah. That was, like, that's not even a push that's meant to kill your opponent either. That's just like, well, let's force an Overcharge at the very least, and then see if I can do some damage. And it's like, oh, I accidentally the game.
My green screen is, like, messing up hardcore because of the light coming in from the, all the rain and the ice water outside reflecting in.
Ice water.
Well, that's what it is.
I'm that guy. I wonder what people think of me when I go to the shop, because it's also like 0 degrees here, and since the shop's right across the street, I just like go in my pajamas and flip-flops like through the snow. Like, people give me the weirdest looks. It's so fun.